Hey guys, emergency video. So, I blew the engine in my BMW E46. Some of you might have found that out on social media, and I swapped in a... Actually, I'm not going to ruin it for you. I want you to watch the Road to Time Attack series. But I'm currently tearing down my engine for fun because people that helped me with the engine swap wanted to have a couple souvenirs. So I've got some pistons that I'm going to give them. But what I wanted to talk to you today about was the oil pump nut. Because in the 325, the M54 B25, there shouldn't be much of an oil pump nut issue. The oil pump is in the sump underneath, like the front of the engine, below the crank. It pulls oil from the sump and distributes it around the engine. And what happens very often in 330 motors is that the oil pump nut can actually come loose. If it comes loose, it pops off and the oil pump doesn't work and you lose oil pressure and the engine's done. And it happens very quickly. So this is usually only a problem in the 330, just because of something to do with harmonic vibrations at high RPMs. If you're using it on the track, hanging around near the rev line for a while, so the red line for a while, it can happen. But I just pulled my, this is an M54 B25. I just pulled my oil pump out, and here is the oil pump nut. It was on here, and it was finger tight. It was sitting like this, and I could just back it off like that. It was completely loose. That's terrifying. So, if I didn't have a destroyed engine, I would have destroyed the engine a little bit later anyway. So here it is right now. I'm not going to tell you the whole story about what happened there, because I want you to watch the Road to Time Attack series, because it's fun, and I'm having a lot of fun making it, so I hope you guys are enjoying it, those of you that have been watching it. So, just currently tearing this down. I don't want to give you guys any more hints. Watch Road to Time Attack episode 1, 2, and 3, which are out right now. Episode 4 will have what happened to this engine in that episode. And that's going to be a pretty exciting one. And the one after that's going to be super dramatic as we swap a new engine in. So, big warning for those of you who track your BMWs. If with the M54 engine, apparently, even with the 2.5, the oil pump nut comes loose. This is not something you can check without dropping the oil pan. But if you do drop the oil pan, for whatever reason, check that pump. I think Turner Motorsports maybe has a kit which basically takes this nut and you Loctite it, and has a little wire that holds it to the sprocket that goes right there so that it can't fall off, which is probably a good idea to do. If you're ever lowering the subframe for any reason, drop the oil pan and fix that, especially if you track your car. Even if you don't, honestly do it. As I tracked this motor quite a lot, yes, but it spent the majority of its life just being a family car. So that's pretty scary. As soon as I backed up that oil pump nut, I was like, oh man, this engine was about to die anyway. It was completely loose. It would have been like, I don't know, who knows? It could have been 10 more track days. It could have been 1 more track day before it actually decided to fall off and I'd lost oil pressure. But I can tell you what I am going to do is I am going to install an oil pressure gauge in my new engine, because that's terrifying and I don't want that to happen to my brand new engine. So, long story short, check your oil pump nut if you track your car. Number 1. Number 2, watch the Road to Time Attack series, and I will see you guys later.